What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 DC related statues that I bought recently, and I'm really looking forward to, going and sharing these with you because they've been sitting just for a little bit, not too long, but I was waiting for a good time to go ahead and share these, and since they are all DC characters, it just made sense to me to go ahead and share these within one video. So we have here, of course, the Red Death. We also have Batgirl, and then we have Poison Ivy. The Red Death and Poison Ivy, those are both gallery statues, which are pretty easy to track down. They're readily available at different websites. GameStop tends to have them, and I also see them at comic book shops as well. The DC Collectibles statue of Batgirl is part of their Artist Alley series, and in particular, it's done by Sho Murasi. I think that's how you say the artist name, which I just really do love that line there. So yeah, I've been looking forward to sharing these with you, and let's go ahead and get into them. I'm going to start off here with the Red Death. He is one of the evil Batman from the Dark Knight's Metal series from DC Comics, of course, which I actually did read the mainline story. And I gotta be honest, I was not really a fan of it. I still love the designs for the evil Batman, but that storyline just didn't do much for me personally. Although I will say I have not yet read the individual origin stories, and I know they are collected together, basically in a graphic novel. So I definitely got to check that out soon because I'm familiar with the Red Death's origin, but I've not actually read it yet. So I'm really looking forward to checking out those origin stories. And let's get right to the statue though, because this is impressive. I just got to say I'm very highly impressed with this, getting a chance to see it up close finally. I have seen it in a store before, but of course with the plastic and the glare, I didn't get the best look at it, so yeah, finally having it unboxed here to share with you all, it looks absolutely amazing. I will say, if you're going to get this statue, to make sure you take a good look at the paint job, especially the Bat logo on his chest. I almost got this earlier, but the issue was that the Bat logo on his chest was just kind of looked like it was almost flaking off or something. I don't know. It wasn't very solid. So that's why I decided to wait. I'm glad that I waited. This one here has a perfect paint job in my opinion. And there are some really great details. I love how, he has the bats flying around him, like vampire bats, basically. That's what they are. I like how, you can see that he's stopping himself and that his foot is like digging into the ground. Really good detail to that. So this is a highly impressive statue, and I just like this design for this character. I do have the Funko Pop as well. I know that DC Collectibles actually has a statue as well for this particular character. That statue is pretty impressive, but again, this is a gallery statue, and I gotta say, gallery statues are very affordable. I feel like some people have this attitude that they don't collect statues because, they can't really afford them. That is absolutely not true. If you look around, you could definitely find deals on gallery statues. This particular one here, I'm trying to remember exactly what I paid, but I think it may have ended up being like less than $30 or around the $30 range on Amazon. So if you're patient, you could definitely find these at a good deal. Now, the gallery statues, they're not like super heavy duty, but I'm fine with that because it's just sitting anyway, and it's not like they easily tip over. They're sturdy enough to where they're going to sit still, and they have really great detail to them. So I feel like if you're not like super snobbish, I guess you would say, about statues, if you're not super picky about them, then I think the gallery statues are absolutely fine. Like I said, they really do a good representations of the characters. They're sturdy enough, still kind of lightweight, but even the lightweight part doesn't bother me because you may want to, kind of move your collection around from time to time, and that just makes it easier. So yeah, I'm very happy with this Red Death. Like I said, I look forward to reading his origin story. Definitely going to pick up that collected edition of the origin stories for those evil Batmen very soon. Next up here is the Batgirl, and again, she's part of that Sho Murasi line, the Artist Alley line with DC Collectibles, which this again is my favorite as far as DC Collectibles is concerned, this particular line here. And Batgirl was not originally part of the line. She was added on. I noticed they do that sometimes with Artist Alley. They usually start off with like 3 characters and then they may add another one. I guess it just depends on what the artist is doing, whatever sort of deal they've worked out. But yeah, Batgirl was added in, and I think that's she was a good addition because just her sculpt and everything is very cool looking. Love the way that looks. With these particular statues as well, there are different variants, and I have here the glitter variant. You see that they also have Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and also Harley Quinn. And I actually do have the others in my collection already. I think I got all the glitter ones there from Hot Topic. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got them from Hot Topic, and I used maybe some hot cash at the time, you know, to reduce the cost on them. And then of course I do have the original Harley Quinn as well. But yeah, I really want to get the Batgirl added in, and they do have different variants. They got some holiday variants. Of course, they have the original color schemes as well. And there's a couple of more store exclusives, like Books A Million has some exclusive variants as well. The coloring on those is very unique. Kind of tough to describe them. If I ever get one into my collection, I definitely will share it. But yeah, I want to go ahead and get this Batgirl, and I actually found it on eBay for, I want to say, around 20 bucks. Like, it's definitely less than 30. So I got a really good deal on it. Again, if you want some statues into your collection, look around, compare prices. You can definitely find some at good prices. So this particular Batgirl statue, it is numbered. So I had number 169 out of 700 here. And each of these statues with the DC Collectibles Artist Alley line, they actually do come with the little artwork card, and it's based off the original color scheme there. But let's go ahead and take a look at the actual statue. And right away, of course, the glitter stands out very much. It definitely, you know, catches the light. And I just like this design for Batgirl. The more recent designs for Batgirl, I just think they're very on point. It looks more like a, I guess you would say, a realistic costume, almost sort of practical in a way. Now this particular one, it doesn't have the design of the like pockets and everything on her outfit, but you still get the, you know, impression that it's sort of a practical outfit, more so than some other superhero outfits, you know. But yeah, it just has some really nice details to it. Her hair looks really awesome. The flow of the cape, the way that the cape is sort of wrapping around her. She has the Batarang in hand as well, which I didn't even notice that at first, but yeah, she actually has a Batarang in hand as well. So yeah, this is just really cool. And like I said, that glitter definitely stands out in the light. I would actually like to have these all together maybe in my collection, but I don't know. Right now I do have sort of a Harley Quinn section, and then I have sort of a couple of DC sections basically, so they're kind of spread out for the moment. But maybe I'll change that eventually and actually put these Show Marasi statues all together. And I think I'm gonna add some more of these into my collection eventually, because they just look really awesome. So now I have all the glitter ones. Not really sure if I'm gonna get all the originals, but I may get some more of the variants. I gotta say as well that the holiday variant or Christmas variant of Batgirl looks pretty cool as well. I've seen that one at pretty decent prices, so who knows, I may add that to my collection eventually. Poison Ivy is slowly creeping her way into my collection more and more, just because artists and sculptors, they do some pretty impressive things with the character. You know, she has the obsession with plants, so that is something that artists definitely get to play off of. And of course, her different outfits with those you know, plant-like elements going on. So yeah, she's just an interesting character. One thing I noticed here, I didn't peep this at first about this statue, is that the artwork that you see on the actual box doesn't quite match up with the statue itself, because they did decide to go with the, you know, essentially the green skin, which I'm glad they did that, because if she had, you know, just your regular color skin, I don't think this would stand out quite as much. So I think that was a very smart decision to actually give the statue the green skin. It works really well here. And I'm starting to like this character more and more. I feel like especially the Arkham Knight game, which wasn't a big fan of the Arkham Knight game, basically mainly because of the Batmobile, how it was forced in, and those Riddler puzzles, pretty annoying. But within the storyline, I like that they actually made Poison Ivy a pretty sympathetic character. I thought that was pretty cool, so it made me appreciate the character more. And like I said, looking around at what artists are doing with her as far as collectibles is concerned, yeah, I think she's going to end up in my collection more and more. And this one just looks awesome. You know, this again is a gallery statue. Originally, I think it was running for $50 at GameStop. I tend to wait, and I usually don't have to wait a real long time, you know, with GameStop, and they'll lower prices. So I was able to get this one for around $30. Again, you know, all three of these statues that I'm showing you here in these videos, I paid around $30 or less for each one of them. So it's definitely possible to add some statues into your collection. But this one looks absolutely phenomenal. The plant that she's standing on, or essentially the large flower that she's standing on, I don't think that the video does it justice. You know, just the different hues of purple and the actual like dirt, or you know, whatever it is at the center, it just looks very natural. You know, the design of that is very cool. Poison Ivy herself, of course, looks awesome. You know, that's one of her traditional outfits, and she has the nice flowing red hair there, and it even has tints of green, you know, within the hair. So a lot of detail going on again with this gallery statue, which like I said, very affordable, very cool looking. And I keep pointing out how affordable they are, really not so much to influence you all, but just reminding myself, because one of my big goals for 2019, as far as being, you know, a collector, was to branch out more and to get more statues into my collection. And I have gotten some more statues into my collection, but I feel like I really need to continue to expand on that, because there's so many cool statues out there. I definitely want to hear from you all. Which three of these, you know, out of the three of these statues here, which one is your favorite? Also, I did put them side by side so you get an idea of the different sizes here. Now, the DC Collectibles ones, they tend to cost more, of course, than the gallery ones, you know, and they're smaller. You can see that, you know, the Batgirl there in the middle is definitely smaller, but I do think that their sculpts sometimes can be a little bit more intricate, and sometimes the materials are a little more heavy duties. You know, it just depends. So yeah, that is something to keep in mind, why there is that price difference. But yeah, I really like all three of these. It's tough for me to choose a favorite. I'll say, as far as being impressed right away out of the box, Red Death really did surprise me. I think it looks really cool. But yeah, I like all three of these. Really happy to have them in my collection. And for 2020, there are definitely some other ones that I want to add into my collection, you know, based off of DC characters. And again, I just appreciate what DC Collectibles is doing. They really allow artists to be creative, and that's the way that it should be. Now, I'm not sure if it's because Marvel is with Disney, you know, what exactly is going on over there. And there are some Marvel statues that catch my attention sometimes, but I just feel like they kind of play it safe. You know, there's nothing that strays away too much from the designs that you would see in the actual comics or in the actual movie. So that's why I you know, basically veer more towards DC statues. And yeah, I'm definitely going to add some more into my collection within 2020. And I may stretch my budget, you know, some to get some pretty awesome things into my collection, because yeah, I just really am a big fan of these. And you know, it's gonna be tough to pony up the money for certain things, but I think that I will appreciate it in the long run, having something that really stands out in my collection. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I really do appreciate that, especially with all my DC rambling and my statue rambling. You know, if you stuck with me, I truly do appreciate that. And I want to offer up this quick giveaway opportunity. I'm going to give it to the end of the week from the time of this video going live for people to get their entries in. And you see that it's going to be here for this Target exclusive DC Bombshells box. I actually already have the figures, and a viewer sent this to me, and I let it be known, you know, that they were doubles to me. I want to be honest about that. And he was cool with it, you know, the idea of me using this for a giveaway. So Rogue Ambite, thank you for that. Thank you for being understanding. Also, thank you very much for the kind gesture. You absolutely did not have to send something my way, but the thought and the action is truly appreciated. So that's really awesome of you, and even more awesome of you to be understanding enough to, you know, let me use this for a giveaway. So again, I'm going to let this run until the end of the week. So by the end of the week, you will have to have your entry in. You do need to be a subscriber, 18 years of age at least, in the continental US. I have my reasons for, you know, restricting it in that way, and I'm not going to get all into that right now. Those of you that are familiar enough with giveaways and how they work and shipping costs, especially things like that, I'm sure you understand. You know, so again, this is just out of kindness, me offering this up, and also the kindness, you know, being passed along from Rogue Ambite as well. So if you can't enter this particular giveaway, there should be no hard feelings about that. But again, this is for subscribers at least 18 years of age in the continental US. Now, in order to enter, what I need you to do for me is to basically tell me about an obscure DC character, one that is not super popular. So we're not talking about any of the main Justice League members. We're not talking about super popular villains like Joker, Harley Quinn, Lex Luthor. You know, let me know about an obscure DC character that you feel deserves more love, and let me know why you think that particular character deserves more love. And when I say more love, I'm talking about as far as collectibles and movies and whatnot. You know, just let me know why that particular DC character, in your opinion, deserves more love, and exactly how you would like to see that character get more representation and, you know, more of the spotlight, basically. So that's what I want you to do. Share that with me in the comments, and like I said, at the end of the week, from the time of this video going live, I will draw a name randomly, and I'll find somebody with a correct comment. You know, it has to be a comment that, you know, goes along with what I just said for you all, and then yeah, I'll choose that winner. And I may not be able to actually ship this box out until after Christmas, because obviously things are going to be very backed up with the post office and all of that. But yeah, I will choose a winner at the end of the week, you know, sometime very soon. But yeah, that's that giveaway opportunity. And I have to say again, thank you all so much for taking the time to check out this video. Hopefully you can hear that I'm very passionate about DC and the collectibles. I have a lot of fun with this. There's a lot of nostalgia attached to it, and I like a lot of the new designs that are coming out and everything, and some of the new comics as well, you know. But yeah, I'm definitely a big DC fan. Got love for Marvel too. I know some people think it's either or. I don't look at it that way. I have love for both DC and Marvel, and this just happened to be a DC focused video. But again, you know, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure you drop a like on it. Share the video if you think it's awesome as well. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Again, thank you all so much for watching. That really does mean a lot to me. And I'll talk to you all again real soon.